Nightmare in Vegas. So ordinarily, if you're just doing a no loads, no meds run of this game, your run will have ended with the last level. But since we're doing all secrets, you have the option to extend your run and include the Nightmare in Vegas bonus stage. So Lara will start out with just her pistols. So we need to find some other weapons. This level is very difficult to conserve her health. We'll be going over some strategies to make sure that she doesn't lose too much health in the opening of the level, and so that you have enough health to face the chicken at the end. And even though it's optional, including this in your run can look impressive, and it's also satisfying to complete a level like this without using med packs, because it is very difficult to do so. I'll also show you how to get all the possible weapons. We just picked up the shotgun. The only other guns that are available in this level, you won't have Lara's full arsenal from Tomb Raider 2 or from the previous levels, unless some weird glitch happens and she keeps her shotgun and automatic pistol ammo, which has happened to me twice. It's really strange, but usually she only starts out with her pistols. There's automatic pistols and Uzis in this level. So here there are two guys hanging out in this room, and when you jump and run into this next area, they can start targeting you. So what you want to do is jump to this first tile here on the balcony and press her up against the wall. And just kind of keep an eye on these guys. When they both start heading over to the left, you can run over here to where that light fixture is and kind of hang out there. You can also maybe get a few quick shots in on them. And they will probably do some damage to you like they did to me there. You might take a little bit less damage. But since you're dealing with quite a few ranged enemies in the early part of this level, it's important to find ways to conserve your health. In this next area, you want to be sure to visit the cell where the chicken is hanging out, because there's a glitch where if you go to the very bottom level of this of the hotel without visiting this room, there's a chance that he won't spawn at the very end of the level. It's a really strange glitch. Also, be careful with this white tile that's in front of Lara here. It triggers a trapdoor down below where you want to get the Uzis, and that trapdoor, I believe, only opens once. I tend to just try to avoid it so that you don't trigger the trapdoor too early and then prevent yourself later from getting the Uzis. Plus, if you take a dive down into that trapdoor or try to fall into it and it won't open, she will fall to her death, and that will end your run. We can take these flares and tap back and hang out here because there's a guy that spawns. And kind of just like we've been doing in earlier parts of this guide, you can kind of hang out in cover and wait for enemies to come to you. And once they you can shoot them as they appear and ambush and surprise them, and then roll to get behind them. Usually that works. Winston will also be giving us a few jump scares because he's dressed in black just like the other enemies, and first impulse is to think that he is another enemy. So don't waste any of your ammo firing pointlessly at Winston. There's some extra ammunition up here if you want to come and grab it for the shotgun. So now that we've visited the chicken, visited his room, he will spawn. That was a little sloppy. You want to make sure to, if you don't do what I just did, which is really dumb, make sure to safety drop from these platforms so you don't take any unnecessary damage. Okay, so to get the Uzis, we're going to take a dive. You want to run up to the white platform just at the very edge of this walkway. Stand about in the middle and you can take a standing dive. And just trust that she will fall into a trapdoor here where there will be some Uzis and Uzi ammo. And Uzis are helpful for the final boss. You want to kill him quickly so he doesn't do too much damage to you. If you're able to hear any ambient piano music in the background, that is my wife practicing piano. Once you pick up this key, you want to quickly swim up to the surface, pull up and run into this alcove here. Okay, fortunately his aim was not too great there, so he didn't do a lot of damage to us. I'm gonna just kind of wait in here for him. I'm gonna trigger 2 more enemies so that they don't bother us later. I'm gonna run around this way toward the hide around this edge with the foliage on it. There are 2 guys that spawn who can kind of sneak around here to the right as well. This is not ideal fighting them both at the same time, but we'll see what we can do. All right. And use that tactic of hiding in cover and waiting for them to come to you. Because it's effective with 1 enemy, but it can also be effective with 2 enemies, as you just saw. Because they do take their sweet time trying to locate Lara in order to target her. So we'll head into this trippy area next, in order to open up the elevator doors and to get the first secret. I'm going to press both of these buttons to trigger the flip map so that the stage will change. We want to deal with a ranged enemy immediately. Step down onto the bottom floor and run back here as quickly as possible because a ranged enemy will be coming around the corner. And if you get here in time, you can surprise him just like we did. If you run further into this room, so not this tile, but the very next tile, 4 club guys will spawn. Kind of want to wait for them to be close before shooting, so you can get 2 hits on them. Just be careful not to let them get too close. There will be 2 more club guys that appear once we pick up these shotgun shells. So a total of 6 club guys in this room. Just want to jump backwards, making sure to not jump into the pathway of any of those swinging blocks. Okay, now in order to get the first secret, we have to do a little bit of a block puzzle. What we need to do is basically complete a wall of white caged boxes. So you can see there's a gap here. So we want to pull this block that's in front of the gap in this wall and make sure that it fills in the space. And once we fill in the space, there should be 2 of them. The trapdoor will open, which will allow us to go and get the first secret. And make sure to fill it in on this side too. Be really careful with jumping here. If you tap back and jump up, there's a chance that she may hit her head and the box swinging up there might graze her. So you can come over to this one. Just be very careful not to run off of the platform we just jumped onto because you could fall right into the trapdoor that just opened and take some extra damage from falling. All right, in this room, we gotta do a little bit more block pushing. Start on this side. There are some Uzi clips down here, and the secret is hiding underneath one of these blocks. You just have to position them in such a way that Lara can access that block. There are Uzi clips that were hiding under this one. Grab the secret. The secrets in this level are just like the secrets in the rest of the Golden Mask. There's only 3 of them. We've got some gold coins, gold bars, and a gold skull. Okay, so something we can do now is we can go and grab a golden chip. Golden chip. Machine chip. It doesn't really matter what order you do things down here. As long as you can access them, you can really do them in any order. But heading up this way, we'll be able to get the machine chip and a few extra Uzi clips. We'll be coming back up this way as well to get an extra pair of Uzi clips and to get back to the very top of this level. So just be careful with this jump. You don't want to jump too far right because she can land in that broken glass and that will end your run. That is an instant kill. I'm going to jump to this barely sloped gold platform. She won't slide. The Uzi clips that I was talking about are hidden in the broken glass. You just want to be sure to walk and not to run. She'll take just a little bit of damage doing a standing jump from here, but it's not too detrimental. Grab the machine chip. Okay, so to get down safely without taking any damage, one method I found that's consistent is you just run toward the edge, and just before she hits the edge, you can tap the roll button and then hold grab, and she'll grab the ledge where the broken glass is. She won't fall into the broken glass or make contact with it. And then shimmy all the way over to the left and drop her, and she won't take any fall damage. If you want more shotgun ammo, you can head in here. I'll show you strategies for dealing with the 2 enemies in here. You can also see where the second secret will be located. We won't be able to access it from this side, but there are 2 ranged enemies. I believe they're the last ones in the level. They should be the last ranged enemies. You want to wait here for this guy to come around. And don't give him a chance to shoot you. But there are a few shotgun shells down here that are scattered around that you can collect. The 3rd secret is in the den of the T-Rex. We can't really see it from here. It's right in that little corner over the hedge. There are more shotgun shells around this way. I'm going to do the same strategy for this ranged enemy. If you wait right here on this wall, he should pop up. You can kill him using the same methods that we've been using for ranged enemies at close contact. You can grab these safely without taking any damage in this area. Now we'll head out and deal with him. So you have to be really careful with the T-Rex because they can one-hit kill you if they chomp down on Lara. Also, making any contact with the T-Rex can cause damage. So want to play it safe and run back into the pole room when he gets too close. But we can kind of drain his health a little bit with the Uzis. Alright, I'm going to bait him over this way. Careful of his mouth. Also, if you didn't notice this in any of your other playthroughs, there's a little fame star for Lara back here. I like the skulls that are on the points that are closest to her, the Croft name. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's nice little details like that. The automatic pistols are hidden back in this alley with some ammo. This level's actually really short because we're almost finished with it. Just watch out for the club guy there. There's going to be another T-Rex that spawns when you grab the relay here. But he cannot get you in this room here. So you can kind of wait for him and shoot him from a safe distance. And he's down. There's some flares in here if you want to grab them. I'm not really sure what this room is supposed to be, but... I believe a club guy is supposed to be around here somewhere. Guess not. He might spawn when you pick up the med pack in there, but since we're not doing no loads, since we're not using med packs, we're collecting them. It's probably fine. You don't need to pick up that med. So this is the second secret. It's in the den, the T-Rex. You can't really see it from either side of the cage where we just were. But that's where it's hidden. And the last secret is going to be hidden in the den of the chicken. Okay. So you probably don't have to worry about that second club guy spawning. There's some flares down that way if you want to grab those. So we're going to head back to the original, to the elevator that we were originally on. I'm going to grab just one more pair of Uzi clips and then climb up to the top of the level. And we will start dealing with the chicken. So we're at about half health. That should be enough. It's really hard to not take damage from the chicken. But I'll show you a way that's pretty safe to deal with him. Okay, so what you want to do is pull the lever again, but don't get back in the elevator. There's a ladder there that will take us up to a higher level in this room. You can get close to the elevator, just be sure not to run onto it because you can get on top of the elevator. You'll still be able to get back up here, it's just a longer climb on the ladder. Be careful in this room because there is broken glass in that pit. Only in half of it though. Okay. And when dodging this guy, you only have a tile to do it down here. Make sure you don't run into the broken glass. It won't kill her immediately, but it will drain her health the more you run in it. Here you want to slide down and grab. Shimmy over to the rightmost column with foliage on it. What we're going to do is we're going to pull up and immediately jump backwards and do a jump twist and then grab. Because she can climb on this golden sculpture, and that's how we're going to get back to the top of this room to use the relay. Okay, so our goal is to climb up this wall here where her head is facing. We want to go all the way up. In order to do that, we need to jump onto this slope first. And this is kind of a tricky jump because if you don't jump far enough to the right, she can either slide down the slope and immediately land on this one because she doesn't have enough room to grab, or she can grab and get stuck. So you want to make sure you jump as far to the right as possible. I like to kind of position her here and aim toward the lower right edge of the slope. She might fall a little bit like that, as you saw, but it gives her enough room to grab and shimmy. And you want to be careful about calculating your jumps on this golden to the golden sculpture and on it, because any slip-ups can either result in you dying if your health is too low, or you can take some fall damage that will be detrimental to the final boss fight, or when you're fighting the final boss. It can make you die faster or unnecessarily. You want to shimmy over this way and pull her up, because she won't be able to climb up on any of those other, because that's a slope directly to the right. You can roll her, do a running jump. Don't twist her too far left or right, because as you saw, she just barely made it to this edge. So you want to make sure she has enough room to do to land. Coming down here, there will be a club guy that spawns right about here. You just want to make sure to take him out. And you can come down here only for like the extra ammo. If you feel you don't need it, you don't need to come down here at all, but I'm just going to show where it is. There's some automatic pistol ammo down in the last alcove here, if you want to grab that. But we are very close to finishing the level, and we really only need the Uzis from here on out. There's going to be one more club enemy that'll appear while we're waiting for the elevator here. Okay, so we can come out here and try to locate the club guy. He can be easy to forget about. If you're just standing waiting for the elevator, he can sneak up on you and start doing damage. So just try to remember him. And sometimes, you know, he's slow enough that you can get on the elevator before he reaches you, but sometimes he gets over here faster. That was kind of a leisurely pace for him. Okay, so the final segment of this level is very difficult. We're at half health, so it's okay. But what we need to do is grab the third secret. And what's frustrating about this is you might think it's logical to kill the chicken first, but if you kill the chicken, like in Ice Palace from Tomb Raider 2 and in Kingdom previously in this level, or in this game, killing the chicken ends the level, which means if you kill him first, you will not be able to get the third secret, and your run will just, unfortunately be over and not qualify for a no loads, no meds, all secrets. So what you want to do is you want to run down to the right here, and he's going to be pursuing you. You can kind of do damage to him as you go, as you pass him if you want. But what we're going to do is we're going to just let him chase us. We're going to go grab the secret, and he might do some damage to us because he's faster than he looks. We're going to grab the secret, and then we're going to run all the way back up here to this elevator to kind of hide and kind of bait him. And it's kind of a longer strategy. It takes a longer amount of time, but it does conserve your health, and it's pretty consistent. So let's give this a shot. So you want to head down here to the right. You're going to see him or hear him. And I'm actually going to wait for him to come up this way. You can do a little bit of damage to him now. Okay, now we're just going to go around him. And now he's going to turn around and start chasing us this way. So be careful with your jumping. You don't want to jump and land on these shards of glass, or get nicked like I just did. Okay, now we want to run back up to the elevator. So he did do a little bit of damage there. Be careful with your jumping. It's okay to get nicked just a little bit. Want to make our way back to the elevator. He gets a little mad because he can't reach you. Okay, so you can see it's a little scary because he can come up onto this tile here. You just want to hop back just in time before he gets you. But he can't come and get you in the elevator, so this is actually a safe place. This is actually, it's scarier to fight him in this level, I think, than in Kingdom, but you actually have a safe space to hit him from when you're in this level, versus in Kingdom, there's no real safe space. And ideally you'd have a little bit more health for this, but all right. And that's that. All secrets found, no medipacks used. If you watch the previous videos, you'll see that there was, for the final statistics in Kingdom, no med packs used. So you want to make sure to use these strategies to, preserve Laura's health. And the important thing is to make your runs as consistent as possible. You don't want to be taking unnecessary risks in your runs because a lot's at stake. The Golden Mask is pretty difficult. Nightmare in Vegas is also a really difficult level to complete for the No Loads No Meds challenge, especially if you're getting all secrets like we just did. So thank you for watching. I have quite a handful of other Tomb Raider walkthroughs, mostly with no commentary, but all the Tomb Raider, most of the Tomb Raider videos I've uploaded showcase no loads, no med strategies where even if I'm picking up medipacks and just kind of showing where they are, I'm not really using them in the runs. And all the remastered videos that I've posted do not use meds at all. So go ahead and check those out. If you like this video, give it a like. You can join the channel for exclusive content. We have a Patreon as well. My wife and I have a series called Sun and Eos Gaming. If you want to watch that, it's just about good vibes and playing weird, fun games and just kind of hanging out. So you can check all that out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.